yeah, TalkFlare V2 still exists. Believe it or not, I have actually been working on the project. Instead of releasing in 2022 as announced, and despite promising it in 2023, I'm now targeting a 2024 launch. However, at this point, I'm attempting not to delude myself on my ability. It's not going to be interesting, it's not going to be popular, it's just going to exist. So why am I still putting time into it? Why do I still value it as much as I do? A lot of that has to do with the journey the project and I have taken. When this project started, it was 2020. I believed that something like this was genuinely needed as the byproduct of a pretty hurtful breakup. I strongly believed my communication skills were to blame. Do note this was before the autism doctor's appointment, and thus I wanted to create an app that would facilitate my method of communication. I've always found there's two environments in which I'm able to conduct good communication. The first being when I am in control of the situation, so when I'm talking about something I'm knowledgeable on. This enables me to speak based on my knowledge and use facts as talking points, which is an effective method of communication for me. The second is one in which I am forced to talk by someone else. People expect responses when you talk to them, and as a result, if I am placed in, either by someone else or myself, a situation where someone is talking to me and expecting me to talk to them, I am able. The rest of the time I tend to flounder through conversation, not particularly understanding the point or purpose of a conversation. I don't get small talk. So that's where TalkFlare came in. With that new context, TalkFlare's design language comes into a lot more context. Instead of being a button that sends a notification, it's a simple and unthreatening button that gives people the cue to force you into that situation. It forces you to have a conversation when starting one may be too much or you wouldn't know what to do. Likewise, the mood and conversation types become so much clearer as guided roles and rules that conversations follow. It is literally an autism tool, and I say that not in a hurtful way, but as a statement of fact as the person who designed it. It's meant to make starting conversations easier for people with high-functioning autism, despite it being built when I didn't know what that was or that I had it. It's only in 2021, when development was restarted in the Android SDK, that the missing piece of design came in. We reached the stage in early to mid-2021 where I was grieving in earnest the loss of my brother, and I felt the need to talk but felt trapped. This reignited my interest in the project in a time when an initial depressive state in a personal project I made for my family took over. I began developing roughly and rapidly, as seen in the video surrounding TalkFlare V1, until it was released. On the 13th of September 2021 at 4 PM, TalkFlare V1 released to the public. And it was terrible. I'm not going to go deep into this story, as I've already done a project post-mortem on TalkFlare V1, clicky the linky to find that, but yeah, it was bad and didn't work. I pushed out an update with some speed because I understood the importance of keeping the project alive, but following TalkFlare V1.1, which added some swift changes and fixes to bugs, I lost my motivation to work on the project. TalkFlare V2 was always a side thought, but I had plenty of actual commercial work to push me on. I used TalkFlare as a showcase of my abilities, and it succeeded at bringing in roles for me. So why update TalkFlare now? Frankly, I want to see it done. I have a lot of projects in my deprecated and inactive folders that will never ever see the light of day again. I want to see one of them finished, and if so, why not the one that benefited me the most? Why not the one that can act as a good rounded demonstration of my operation capacities for full stack software engineering? And as you all know, if you've been watching this series for the past ever, I am looking for more work, so I figure now is the best time to be working on it. So where is the project now? TalkFlare is still in the development phases. I've built all of the infrastructure, and the back end of TalkFlare is now working. Infrastructure is working, communication and authentication is working, and I've gotten it to send notifications. The main job now is getting the UI rebuilt and getting everything with circles up to date and ready for the new version. Then I need to do security passes and code testing before releasing it. I'm going to take my time with this because I do not want to accidentally be storing unsecured passwords, but rest assured, despite the fact I will now be handling authentication, all the passwords will be securely hashed and salted, and all the data will be kept secure in my databases. And there's nothing else left on my teleprompter other than, here's the usuals. If you're looking for mobile apps, desktop software, server-side applications, or websites, you can head to my software development business at nickelsoft.co.uk. If you're looking for smart homes, you can head to nickelsmarthome.co.uk or check out his YouTube channel. I haven't mentioned that at all at any point, but you know, I'm ad-libbing. And that's it.